Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showing you how what is get parts in parts. So if you're wondering what that is, so for example, if I put a part down and let's say I resize it to kind of like this wall, and then I duplicate it. Right now, there's going to be no parts in this part. But let's say if I take this part and I slide it in slightly, now this part is inside this part, and I'll show you how to code it and stuff like that. So you can create a script in workspace, and you can make a, for example, you want to get a variable for the parts, local part, and you go to workspace.part, and we're gonna look at the parts in part is going to equal to workspace get parts in part, and the part is going to be this part over here. And you can have overlap params. For example, you want to exclude the parts that are certain parts. The overlap is going to equal to overlap params.new, and the overlap dot filter instances is going to equal to a table, and the overlap dot filter type is going to equal to enum dot over dot raycast filter type dot exclude or include. Include is adding the parts even if they're not even inside. If let's say you have the base plate, so workspace dot base plate in the table already, the include is going to include these parts even if they're not even inside the part, and the exclude is going to make sure that they're never chosen even if they're inside. I'll just keep this table blank, and then you can add the overlap over here, and you can actually just print the parts in part. But this is going to be one time and we're going to have to load it, so you can just create a testing. So while task.wait every 1 second. So you see we're printing the base plate because the base plate is actually touching it. But if you anchor this and you put this slightly up, so now there's nothing inside. Put this in here, it's going to be printing the base plate. And let's say you take the spawn location and you add it inside, it's going to be adding the spawn location and base plate. There's also other ways, like instead of parts in part, you can get parts in bound box. So workspace get parts in bound box is basically, instead of having a part, let's say you have a region 3 or a C-frame and a size and stuff, you can actually just put it here and it'll create a box without needing a part where you can get the parts. It's basically the same thing, except it's not needing parts, needing the C-frame of the part and the size. Yeah. The most reasons why this is actually being used, the part in part, is let's say you're creating a sword, and instead of you wanting it to damage something every time it touches, you want it to damage something every couple of seconds, and it checks if a humanoid is inside that sword. Well, that's an example. I hope you like this video, and goodbye!